Thank you, Sri. Thank you, Martin. It's a pleasure to be here this morning. You're exactly right. The unjustified invasion by Russia into Ukraine has exacerbated global supply chain challenges that were already present. At EV Cargo, we're working with our customers on a number of different measures to enhance supply chain resilience. These at the top of the list are three key things: increased dual sourcing, increased safety stock, and increased visibility and predictive analytics. What that means more specifically is making sure that you're sourcing your goods or your key raw materials from multiple countries of origin so that you have the ability to deal with unexpected disruptions that may come. So that's increased dual sourcing. Increased safety stock means carrying higher levels of inventory, either for key components or for finished goods, that will then enable you to continue to operate with the flow of goods. And finally, having clear visibility on where your goods are, where your supply chain is at all times, as well as the ability to predict the impact of unforeseen factors, is more critical than ever.
What's your take, Heath, on where we go in terms of the pricing environment in your industry? How does this impact everything from freight rates to container costs, ultimately margins, insurance as well? And do the big names like MSC and Maersk have the capacity and the scale to absorb this?
Well, if you think about what's causing the current disruption or supply chain constraints on a global basis, you had increased demand coming out of the initial slowdowns in COVID. That has exacerbated imbalances in available capacity for end-to-end ocean freight logistics. And the industry is still working to reposition equipment where necessary and to bring online additional ocean freight capacity in key areas. It's our expectation that this will take at least the next 2 years to continue to work its way through. It's not enough just to increase the size of the global container vessel fleet. It's also important to increase critical port infrastructure, to increase inland logistics, meeting the connection between ocean, intermodal, road, and rail, as well as to increase trained available labor and workforce. Coupled with all of that, there continues to be the potential for continued disruption from geopolitical events, as well as COVID itself. So we believe that there's going to be a persistent period of higher freight costs, of higher costs across the supply chain in general, in order to provide the levels of resiliency that our customers and the industry needs at large.